Hey YouTube, I'll give a shout out to Greg Bummer and his friend um, Scott McCurdy. It was Scott McCurdy's birthday a couple days ago, and they asked me if I could do a shout out, and I'd get around to it. I get around to it, and they keep pestering me about it, so I might as well get it out of the way. She said sometimes I don't mingle. Mingle? Yeah, trying to say mingle. I said minger. What the fuck? That's not even a word. I mean, sometimes I don't mingle around Facebook. I don't check my messages as often as I should, and as a result, this shout out request is probably several days old, but better late than never, I suppose. So, this kid was getting bullied on YouTube, and basically, the way he confronted his bullies on YouTube was by making a video where he reads their comments off for the first time. And at the end of reading several negative and hurtful comments, he then encourages other people to not bully one another online. And his little courageous video got him a dinner to the White House. Saw that on CNN, and I was just like, This may be a controversial thing to say, but I feel like sometimes people put too much attention on the bullying issue. It tends to bring future bullies out because they go, look how much attention this kind of issue brings. So if I bully somebody, it's this big of a deal, and that's probably the reason why they do it. So in some cases, you have to do your best to ignore people who harass you on YouTube. That's tough to do, especially when, this one person was telling me on YouTube to worship Jesus, and I told him, fuck you, Jesus is a cunt. I will not do any such thing. The person then replies, oh, Joshua, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to offend you. Now accept Jesus Christ into your life, you little scam. And I'm like, first of all, my name is Josh, not Joshua. Second of all, no. I do not have to accept Jesus Christ's teachings if I don't fucking want to. It's my fucking life. I live it how I fucking want to. And kiss my hairy ass. And if this person really is a Christian, they're a bad Christian because they're shoving it in my fucking face. Just because you support pot doesn't necessarily mean you smoke it. You know what I'm saying, YouTube? Just like someone could support gay rights and not be gay themselves. Imagine that. I know it's a hard concept for some of you fuckers to grasp, but you've seen two hot goth chicks fuck. It's pretty awesome, you know? People give me shit on YouTube all the goddamn time about being a faggot because I wear eyeliner from time to time. It's like, well, one thing, I'm goth, and for another thing, people have said in the comment section, you look a lot happier with the girlfriend in your life. Yeah, no shit. The right one comes along, the right one comes along. If I spend the rest of my life single, so be it. I've had 5 experiences with 5 different women, so I can't say I'm complaining at the moment. That's a lot more experience than I think I'd get, especially considering when I was in junior high, women wouldn't even barely talk to me. So, it's a nice change of pace, But, I catch girls checking me out from time to time. It's pretty awesome. But if they can legalize gay marriage across this United States of America, surely they can find it in their hearts for us pot smokers to legalize the weed. And even though gay marriage may be legal, they still face discrimination, unfortunately. There was a gay couple who was trying to order a wedding cake for their wedding, and the owner of the bakery shop was like, no. He refused to make them a cake because his religious beliefs told him it was against his nature or some stupid shit like that. While adding insult to injury, the gay couple sues. Not only do they take a shit ton of money from the baker and the bakery in question, but they also got the cake in the end anyway. So it probably would have been a lot less hassle for the baker in question just to say, you know what, fuck your religious morals, you're getting paid to do a fucking job, bake the cake, and then ask God for forgiveness on fucking Sunday, you fucking homophobic Christian asshole. Oh, but in the Old Testament, yeah, fuck, that's the Old Testament. Old Testament God was a huge homophobe. New Testament God's more accepting of it. But in some cases, relationships all are is drama and bullshit. And I hear a lot of people bitch about it lately on Facebook, and it's just like, well, that's the story and the scenario. Then I'm probably better off being single at the moment. Because when people of a certain age get into dating and experiencing the opposite sex and all the joys it has to fulfill in an empty, otherwise boring and pointless life, they'd like to be able to experience it without drama, bullshit, lies, and all that crap. It doesn't have to be there, or head games for that matter. Some women will get pissed off because men aren't responsive to their emotions or whatever, but then you make it so complicated that men can't figure out what the fuck you're doing. You pretend like you're not interested for whatever fucking reason. But if you are interested in someone, then make your opinions be heard. It's not rocket science here, people. And love doesn't have to be that goddamn complicated, but people make it complicated. That's all I'm saying. Also heard on CNN that a drone strike killed the leader of ISIS. That's what's up. Leader of ISIS might have been just killed by a drone. Awesome. And if it is legitimately the leader of ISIS did legitimately get killed, then ISIS is fucked royally. ISIS is trying to scare America. Well, here's the thing, you two. Us Americans have been desensitized to violence. You forget that this is a country that created the Saw series, GTA 5, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre series, and what have you. So this country is pretty much desensitized to violence. So look at ISIS over here playing soccer at people's heads. Ooh. Hello, ISIS. I'd like to play a game. You got Jigsaw holding them. And ISIS and bullying, what do they have in common? Well, here's the thing. If you ignore bullying, chances are it won't go away completely. It's still going to be there, but sometimes you butt into someone else's problems and you get caught in the middle of it. Now, as an American citizen, you're seeing ISIS hold people captive, and you're asking yourself, how could you let that shit happen? So you butt your heads in it, and ISIS doesn't like that, so what's ISIS do? They killed 2 American journalists. We don't like that, so now we're going to war with them. See what I'm saying? So sometimes you just butt the fuck out. But in some cases, it's like a YouTube comment war. Someone says something another person doesn't like, so they respond with a rhetorical smartass and or insulting comment that has to do with insulting them, their religion, ripping on their sexuality, calling them derogatory names of such. And that person that got the comment doesn't like that, so oh, now it's on. Troll war comment like no fucking other. And it's just back and forth. That's all it is. Keyboard back and forth. That's all it is. And instead of watching quality YouTube videos, you're too busy caught up in some stupid war about he said, she said, he did this, she did that nonsense. And outside of YouTube, you know what I'm saying? The bullies are a lot worse on the outside of YouTube. Right here. You know, I've been bullied, and I've also been a bullier. I was at the school one time getting bullied pretty bad, and this went on for months. And the school would tell us, hey, if someone's bullying you, go to a staff member you trust and let them deal with it. Ignore it and walk away. And I did just that. This was like junior high-ish, right? This went on for months, and they took me out of art class because the person that was bullying me was in my art class. And I'm like, really, you're going to take me out of my favorite class and put me in an extra study hall instead of dealing with the problem at hand? Well, it gets to the point where I'm forced to fight the bully, and I kicked his ass. The bullying stopped right then and there, but then I got suspended for a zero tolerance policy about violence on school grounds. And the bullying goes on for months, and I could have said something like, well, what about your zero tolerance policy for bullying, huh? What about that? But I didn't say that. Then I turn around and I bully someone else, and lo and behold, they chew my ass out about it, and they confront it up front. And I'm like, wait a second, what about when I was getting bullied? This isn't fair. You know, and I'm thinking now this depends. Irregardless, it's so bad either way. After getting bullied, I turn around and do it to someone else. It's a cycle, man. No, some people are so fucking obnoxious. Like, you have no idea, YouTube. Some people are so fucking obnoxious, and they can't take a hint. They're what we call stupid people, and they're just... Urgh. Now here's the thing, if you're happy 24/7 just to giddy up and ready to go, giddy as fuck all the fucking time, either on drugs or you're naive. If you're happy 24/7, life will fuck you over so quickly. However, the flip side to that, if you're a negative asshole who everybody hates to be around 24/7, you see what I'm saying? You're not gonna have any friends either way. So you really gotta find a balance in that shit. You gotta keep an optimistic view about life. It's gonna kick you in the teeth sometimes, but then you gotta get back up and be like, please, sir, can I have another? When life kicks you in the fucking teeth, you get back up and say, please, sir, can I have another? And you take life's challenges each and every fucking day. If you have to grab life by its head and go fart on it a couple of times and be like, what you got, what you got? You know, roll with the punches, so to speak. And I really hate it when people bitch about their problems. It's like, we've all got problems, man. It's called life. And some people just never change YouTube. That's just how it is. Now, the worst case scenario when I confronted the person that was bullying me by kicking their ass, the worst case scenario, I got suspended. Now, people who are getting bullied in school are committing suicide or pulling mass shootings. And that's not a good idea, YouTube. If you commit suicide, you'll never know what you'll miss out on life. And that's the fucking truth of it, really. If you commit suicide, you'll never know what you miss out on in life, the things you enjoy in life. You know what I'm saying? If you pull a mass shooting, guess what? You either get killed by the cops, go to jail the rest of your life, get shot by the police, or you end up turning the gun on yourself. And that's not good either. But, and unfortunately, it's when some people get out of high school, they never change. They go to college and they're still going to be the same stuck-up assholes. It's just how it is, man. And You know, if you're the kind of person that prides yourself on how many nerds you stuffed into a fucking trash can, or how many fucking touchdowns you scored, put on an application for a job when you get out of high school and you're entering college and the adult world, and see how far it gets you in getting a job. You know, I've been called a creeper for staring too much, and I didn't fully understand it until I had the situation happen to me. I had a girl that was checking me out one time, and I wasn't into her, and it was kind of awkward. But then when I look back on it, I kind of chuckle because, you know, women involved in certain situations know they're attractive, and they hear it constantly. So, you know, I'm sitting there going, oh, okay, but still, you know, it's one of those things. And quite literally went to the principal and said that I was sexually harassing them. Wait a second. In some cases, women will walk around in high school dressed against the dress code. A lot of high schools will sit there and preach the dress code about you're not supposed to show cleavage, you're not supposed to show ass cracks or any of the or tummies or anything like that. But do they enforce it? No, they don't enforce it. Believe me, I was in high school once. They don't enforce it. And the reason why they don't enforce it is because how would you like to be the male principal in that situation? You have to call a female student into your fucking office to tell her, hey, you're showing too much skin, you need to cover up. And she could flip it like this. She could be like, oh, he's sexually harassing me, how dare he? You know, and then she could take it to her mom, and they get together, and they sue the school, and next thing you know, your lunches aren't what they used to be because of budget cuts, because she was asked to cover up. It's one of those what-if scenarios. It could happen. And when shit like that does happen, it makes you go, wait a second. Okay. I can see the side of the principal. At the other hand, I can see it from the student's perspective. They're trying to get boys to notice them. I understand that. As if you're a girl and you like guys, I understand that. Okay. But the thing of it is, if you're dressed a little too provocatively, and there's a very fine line between tasteful and raunchy, you know. And if you're dressed a little too provocatively, then how is a male teenage student supposed to focus on algebra? They're like, algebra, fuck this, I see boobs. You see what I'm saying, YouTube? And if you're dressing in a way that is distracting to your male colleague students of sorts, then you should be forced to cover up a little bit because that's not fair. Their grades are going to suck because they can't focus, and they're not going to be able to get into a decent college because they're going to look at your high school grades and go, well, say sure you did pretty horrible in high school. Why should we accept you into our college? That's just exactly how it's going to play out, too. And as a guy, I don't blame them for checking them out. Okay, I totally get that. I was there, man. Okay, but the thing of it is, you know, you got to try to focus on your studies, too. I know it's hard, but, you know, just because a girl wears clothing that's flattering to her body type and her figure, it doesn't mean guys are instantly going to be distracted by, you know, they may check out occasionally, yeah, but in some cases it may not even affect their education. But some people are very attractive, and then they get picky about who can stare at them and who can't. It's narcissistic, YouTube. It really is. Yeah. That would be just like taking your car to a car show and then getting pissed off when people check out your car. Like, then if you don't want people looking at your car, then why the fuck do you drive it, let alone take it to car shows? You see what I'm saying? The logic on that doesn't make any goddamn sense. Uh, A bowl of tobacco is cashed. Yeah. You know what? Bust out some of this Captain Black. This is Captain Black original pipe tobacco. I remember when I bought my first pipe, I bought me a bag of this stuff, and it's good pipe tobacco. It's got a nice sweet scent to it, very aromatic-y. Nicotine's not bad on delivery. Overall, pleasant tobacco to smoke. Some people aren't going to be a fan of it. It's just a matter of personal taste, honestly. But, I don't got that much left, man. Yeah. And not only that, but both genders are put to unrealistic body standards. YouTube. And I made that comment on Facebook, and I said to Facebook, I says, both genders are put to unrealistic body standards. That's just how it is. And someone commented, well, you're not helping a situation with your muscular body. I'm like, yeah, someone said that. They're like, well, you're not helping that situation by having a muscular body. And I'm like, flattering a little bit, I guess, but okay. Not the point I was trying to make. Pipe tobacco helps when you're out of cigarettes. Hmm. So I wonder when Ted 2 will come out. Definitely want to go check that out. Should be a pretty funny movie. I mean, it's Seth MacFarlane, so you know it's going to be funny, right? But then again, some people aren't a fan of his kind of humor. Some people find his humor to be raunchy and inappropriate, but then again, it's the creator of Family Guy. What do you expect? Now, I gotta say, YouTube, when I've had women who looked past the creepy exterior and the who the fuck is this creepy fucker, you know what I'm saying? You look past that, get to know the real me, and get to be with me for a minute. They find out I'm pretty chill to hang around and shit. I remember me at nights where I had a girlfriend with me, and she complained about being cold, so I'd cuddle up next to her and give her a huge old hug and hold her close and stuff, and she'd be like, "Oh, you're warm." Like, yee. Bonus points for me, right? Women will sit there and bitch about guys they date, and it's like, well, then learn how to pick better guys. And guys do the same thing. They bitch about women that they've dated, and it's like, well, learn how to pick better women. I don't know what to tell you. It's simple as that. But you shouldn't get sympathy for making the same fucking mistake over. Fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice, shame on you. Fool me 3 times, that's on the person. You know what I'm saying? That old expression. What, arms like these? Arms like these? But, I could get a girlfriend if I wanted to, but, financial wise, right now I can't afford that luxury. Because there's no girl out there who wants to date a broke ass cracker. That is just the honest fucking truth right there. Yeah, I saw a video on Facebook. This dude, this chick, and this other chick, and both the girls are completely naked, and they got some kind of device. It's holding this one girl's asshole open, and I'm shitting you not. The other girl pours milk and Fruit Loops into the girl's asshole, and she takes a spoon and starts eating it, and she shares some with the dude. And after they're done eating all the cereal, the dude and the chick take turns fucking her, and she's squirting milk out her asshole. And they're sitting there sucking this dude off. I'm just like, how the fuck did this shit get posted on Facebook? And I saw the thumbnail, I'm like, what the fuck is this? By the time I got done watching it, I'm like, okay then, that was a little odd. And what was even more odd about it was how casual they were about it. They were talking to this girl who's bent over, completely fucking naked, with some device holding her asshole extremely open to a really large angle. And she's all like, I'm just worried about how cold it's gonna be. I'm just like, oh, dude, really? It's like that video was about as gross as 2 girls in 1 cup, just about. I've seen that too, unfortunately. Oh, there was some sick fucks out on the internet. And how the fuck it got posted to Facebook, I'm sure it's been flagged and taken down. If it hasn't, I'll be damn shocked. Because I posted a video on Facebook of 2 hot blonde girls showering together. They don't fuck each other, but they kiss and they fondle a little bit. And my ass gets flagged like that, and my account gets terminated for a couple days. But then someone else turns around and posts something 4 times more graphic than what I posted, and it's like, are you fucking kidding me, people? But it's whatever, right, you two? Well, anyway, KingCobraJFS with another video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all later.